What's up, YouTube? DarkworldMOFO here with a updated deck profile. As a couple of you know, I'm going to Pandemonium, Garden City, Michigan, the regional there, on Saturday, and I wanted to change around my deck a little bit from the last regionals. I know I topped and I liked the deck a lot, but I was like, you know what? It's a fun deck, but I think I can make it a little bit better. So I was talking to a couple people. I was talking to Michael Balan, who won YCS Long Beach with Dark Worlds on Dueling Network a lot. So big shout out to him. And I was also talking to Plants online. If you guys know !space Plants, he's real big on YouTube too. Make sure to check Michael Balan out, youtube.com/ddspade, and Plants, check him out, youtube.com/online-duels. I'll put their links into the descriptions. But yeah, I'm going to give you guys this deck profile. This is what I will be running, or most likely be running, or very closely be running at Michigan this Saturday. Hoping to top 8 so I can get that awesome ass mat. But yeah, let's get started right into it. So, of course, you start off with the 3 Grapha, the 3 Snow, and the 3 Brow. Now this is like the main engine of the deck, plus the gates. So of course you always got to run the 3 of each. And I also run 1 beige for the special summoning and bouncing back power to spam graph onto the field. And I also run 2 trance. I don't have tour guides. If I had tour guides, I would run them. But I do like the 2 trances very much. They help me start my combos off and everything. And the last card I run is 1 Malefic Stardust Dragon. I was running 2 beige. No, prior to this I was running, in my last regional build, I was running a gold and a silver. And those cards clogged my hand too much. So I really wanted a different monster, an alternative to run, instead of the possibly cloggy monsters that could be stuck in my hand and not do me any good. So Plants told me that try out Malefic Stardust. It protects my field spell, and even though it's a low monster count, this is a big beater that stays on the field and Grapha comes back. So as long as I have the field spell protected and monsters in my hand to bounce back for Grapha, such as any of these guys, then I'm in pretty good shape. So I was like, you know what, you're right. So I'm going to test this out at regionals and see how I like it. But yeah, it's only 13 monsters. But let's get on to the spells. Spells I run, of course. The 3 gates. I also run 3 dealings. Mirror Match, it sucks against, obviously, but this card just helps get your plays off. Even having more than you need isn't bad, because if you don't have all the ones that you need, then it really sucks. And running 3 is awesome because you have more monsters than you do have discard outlets, unless Gate stays on the field. So Dark World dealings is always good. And then of course the 3 drag down. This card is amazing. Tearing apart your opponent's hand rocks, as everybody knows. It sucks to be the one having to show your hand, but if it's your own drag down, then you're in some good shape. And then the 1-ofs, of course, Card Destruction, Allure, Foolish, Monster Reborn, Dark Cold, Heavy Storm. Those are the 1-ofs. I also, since I run such a low monster count, I wanted to make this deck a lot faster. So I added in 2 upstarts. Now a lot of you are going to say this looks like Michael Balan's YCS Long Beach deck list, and it in part does. My trap lineup is a little bit different than his. But I mean, I guess it's pretty similar, but I mean, he had an amazing build. And I talk to him on Dueling Network all the time. Same with Plants. Plants told me that upstarts rock. They're really easy to side out game 2, especially these 3, and then you can side out like Foolish and Allure, and then so that's like 4 cards right there you can side in for any of your side deck cards. But yeah, I think that's it's 17 spells. It's a lot of spells. And then traps I run 10 of. I will show you my traps. 3 Recklesses, main draw engine of the deck besides like Brow and upstarts, I guess you could say. But getting 2 of these in the same turn is unbelievable. If you draw the cards you need, you will have the game. You'll have so much control of the game, so much hand advantage and field advantage, and it is awesome. I also run 2 Tarantulas. I like 2 because getting rid of my monsters isn't that big of a deal. I could even go Torrential with my Trance on board and then get back one of my banished Dark monsters, or Dark Fiend monsters. And then I could also go like Torrential if I already have like a Graph on the field, and I could chain my own deck Devastation Virus to it, which is nice, or Eradicator. So it works out really well, because I can always get Grapha back, and Trance has a Graveyard effect, which is awesome. I run one Deck Devastation Virus. I love this card. It destroys the meta. Same with the Skill Drain. This card is amazing. Then of course, I play a Solemn Judgment. It's Solemn Judgment. I don't play Warnings. I don't like paying all those life points. And I have the Torrentials and I have Graphas to blow stuff up. So I just run one Judgment to negate something that I need in a clutch situation. And then I also run one Starlight Road for protection. This card is nice. It helps you, it makes you feel a lot more safe during the duel. If you have, let's say, more than one monster, more than one spell and trap on the field, and you fear Dark Hole, Torrential, Heavy Storm, etc. So it really helps. And then getting the Stardust out is always a plus too. And then the last trap I run is Call of the Haunted. Now, people are going to ask, why the fuck do you run this? And because it's a good card. It combos well. Shout out to Michael Balan for this. I was watching him play, and I was talking to him on Dueling Network, and he mains one of these, and I was like, dude, how do you like it? He's like, it's awesome. It combos really well with the deck. It can put monsters back into your hand, and it can ignite plays as well. So I was like, you know what, I'll give it a shot too, why not? And I'm going to test it at Regionals this coming Saturday and let you guys know how it is. But yeah, once again, shout out to Michael Balan for this. I'm going to show you how it combos. Let's say you set it, and you say go. And let's say you have like Snow or any Dark World monster in the grave, and a Graph in the grave as well. Let's say they don't do anything to the field. They set a card, they set a face down monster, and they set a face down trap, and they say go. What's awesome is you can go, alright, on your end phase, Call of the Haunted, and you target any of these monsters right here. And then they'll be like, alright, fine. And then you're like, alright, my turn, draw phase. You draw for turn, and then during your main phase, you bounce any of these cards back into your hand to get your Grapha. So then at the beginning of your turn, you have a free Graph on the field and a monster back into your hand. And then let's say you have another discard outlet, and then you can discard this card again to start it over. The only thing about Call of the Haunted is that if you like main or side Gores, I do side Gores. I'll talk to you guys about that in a minute. If you side Gores, that when you bounce back a Dark World monster, the Call of the Haunted stays on the field, so your Gores will be kind of dead because your opponent won't find it necessary to MST or get rid of the Call of the Haunted if you've already bounced back the monster. So just be aware of that, guys. But yeah, this combo is really, really nice. Or let's say I'm almost positive that if you have a Gates on field and they go MST the Gates and you have a set Call of the Haunted and you have Malefic Stardust in the grave, I'm almost positive. Or wait, maybe actually not. No, it can only be special summoned this way. Never mind. I'm sorry, guys. But yeah, I was gonna say that'd be broken if they went MST, you went Chain Call of the Haunted into Malefic, then they couldn't destroy the Gates. But sadly, this can only be special summoned by removing the Stardust in your extra deck. But let me show you guys my side deck really, really quick. My main deck is 40. I don't run over 40. Especially in Dark Worlds, when you want to have the deck running fast and consistent, you don't want to have more than 40. No, no, no. Side deck. 3 MSTs. Obviously, for games 2 and 3, Macros, Cosmos, all that kind of stuff. I also side 1 Jellin Duo. Shout out to Fox for letting me borrow this. It's awesome. It works. Spirit Reaper. And then here, I'll just put my side deck's only 14 right now. This right here is my Gores. I traded my Gores a while back and I just never picked up another one. But the 3 monsters I side are Jellin Duo, Spirit Reaper, and a Gores. So make sure this is a Gores for sure. I like Gores. A lot of people don't expect it. So it's really nice when you side out Call of the Haunted just for Gores and they go, okay, attack directly, and you drop a big ass Gores. And they're like, whoa, I did not expect that. And then you kind of get a lot of, you get a lot of advantage back. And it's also a Fiend, so it works in the graveyard as well. Then for the traps that I side 2 Bottomless. I really like this card against rabbits and anything that has monsters that are bigger than 1500. Because it's really dead against maybe, let's say, windups. And no, actually not windups, for their Exceed is 15. So it's good against windups, but against Insectors it's really dead. But yeah, it's still a good card all around. For game 2 and 3, if you know when to side it, it works really well. Same with Goes in Match. I love this card. It's not good against Insectors. I have cards for Insectors. Well, actually, this card's not bad against Insectors. Because if they have two little insects on the field, and they can't exceed for anything, which is really nice. But yeah, I like this card against the meta. Shuts them down. Same with Eradicator. I got a super one. But yeah, this card is amazing. Against, let's say you're playing rabbits. You side this in because you are afraid of Macros Cosmos or any of their traps or Insectors for like Royal Decree, etc. etc. But yeah, this card's really awesome. I really like it. I don't want to run more than one because it can get a little bit cloggy. But I mean, if you call traps game 2 and 3, it can hit the Shadow Imprisoning Mirrors, or if you call spells, it can hit the D-Fissures, MSTs, Heavy Storms, or if you're playing like heroes, it can hit the stun variant of heroes, or it can hit all their Miracle Fusions and stuff like that. And I also run a second deck Devastation Virus just because it destroys the meta, and it's really easy to get off in my deck. I have so many targets that can be tributed for the cost to activate this card's effect. And then I also side a second Skill Drain, kind of self-explanatory for meta. And I side a Dark Smog, also self-explanatory for like Mirror Match, Insectors, and all that kind of stuff that I need to banish. And then my last tech card, Michael Ballon, shout out to him again for this, Return. This card's really nice against rabbits. They like to go Macro Cosmos, so you can go near late game clutches. You can go Return. Let's say you get 2 Graphas on the field, and let's just say they have a D-Fissure. You go 2 Graphas. There's a new card, a new Heretic God, Son of God, something that requires 2 level 8. So if you can get a Grapha out and exceed for 2 Graphas and use his effect and detach one, and put your Graphas back in the grave instead of being banished. So then you have it for another turn, and then you have another turn to get rid of the D-Fissure so you can keep your Graphas in the grave, keep bouncing back. And then really quick, I'll show you my extra deck. It's small because I don't really exceed for it. Stardust. This should be another Stardust for Starlight Road and Malefic. I'm going to be getting one of those either tomorrow or the other day, or the next day. Utopia Ray. Obviously, a Leviathan. I never go into it. And same with number 12. I never go into this guy either. And then the other one I want is that is the Heretic Sun God, the 2 level 8 guy, because he is awesome. And I would like a Neo Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon, because technically I could even go into him with Malefic Stardust, and 2 Graphas, or even 3 Graphas on the field, because I do spam the hell out of Graphas. But yeah, that's it, guys. Thanks a lot for watching. Let me know what you guys think, and I'm going to be playtesting it. And if you guys could also click on some ads for me before my videos, that help me out a lot and help YouTube out and everything. So thanks for watching. I'll have a regional recap, of course. I'm going to be getting deck profiles at Michigan, so look up for that. I guess that's it, guys. DarkworldMOFO out.